Hello coders, welcome back to the startup code. So today in this video we will learn how to perform CRUD operation from our server, and that using CRUD operation we will save task details from our server to mongoDB Atlas database. So let's start. We'll make one folder, we will make it routes, and in that folder the first thing which we need to do is import express. So we have imported express and we have used express.router. So this will help us make our endpoints. So we'll make our first endpoint and then our callback function, which will accept request and response object as parameters. Now to interact with MongoDB Atlas database, we will use mongoose again. So it will help us make our model classes. So let's make model folder. So mongoose gives us with mongoose schema. So that schema will help us define the structure of our document which will be stored in MongoDB Atlas. So that document will contain the fields which we will have. So right now we will make it. Now in the schema we can define the fields which we want to have, like and the type of it. The type will be a string, and if we want it to be required, means every time we post our task details, so this task title will be required, so we can give true. Okay, another property we can have task description. Type we can again have as a string. After making our model file, it is very important to export this file so that we can use it in another file. So we will do it using module.exports. Now we will import it in routes in user task. Okay, so with using these two dots and slash, we come back to this task app server folder. So, and then we can navigate to models, and then inside that, if we just use one dot, we will come back to this routes. But since we need to come back to models, we have used two dots and then slash. Okay, now to use our model class, and in the user task model we have defined two fields. In the user task model we define two fields. task title and task description, sorry. So in the task title, we have to now use my. Okay, so pay attention here. This is how we set data to these fields. So in the task title, to set data to this, we have used request.body.myTaskTitle. So this is the request object, and then this is body, and then we define my task title. This is what this is the name we have given. We can give other names also. We can do it like this task title also. We can give the same name here, but I have purposely given another name so that you will understand it better and we won't have any confusion. So, and this body contains all our JSON data, and this body contains task field also. This body contains my task description also. So to set value, we set it like this. Okay, so now let's import our user task.js here, and to use this, we'll use our endpoint name user task, and then okay. So now please understand that whatever we have written in user task.js, we could have written this in server.js and it would have worked, but we have written it here and imported it here so that it becomes easier to maintain the code and for better scalability of our code. And yeah, okay, put bracket here to make it object and put one slash also here. Okay, now if we run our server, we will get an error for sure, and I will show you why we are getting that error and how to solve it. This is one of the common error which we get because of some silly mistake. So you can see router.use requires middleware function but caught an object, and here you can also see the line. Okay, so we are getting this error because we have imported this file and we are trying to use it, but we haven't exported this file yet. So that's why it is very much important that before importing any file, you must export it. Okay, we exported the router because we needed this. So we exported it, and now if you see, our server is running on port 5000 and today we are connected. So it is working fine. Now to see if our endpoint is working correctly, we can directly use one plugin, that is REST client. It will help us test our API. Let's say you have the server side code ready, but you don't have the front end code ready. So you don't have to wait to see if your code is working fine or not. You can just use this plugin, install that plugin and make a file router dot this extension dot rest extension is very much important. Okay, so whatever we write here, it acts as our dummy front end and we can send data from this to our server. So let's make a post request using our endpoint which we created right now. Now type the URL. Our server is running on port 5000 and then endpoint. Okay, let's understand first this line. So our method is post. Okay, and then this is our URL full URL. So this much up till HTTP localhost 5000. This is our base URL, and then this is our endpoint /user/user task. So /user from here, and then inside that we have created this endpoint create user task. So we have put it here. Now we have to send data. So first we have to define what type of data we want to send. So we will do it using content type, and our content type will be application/JSON. We want to send JSON data, and now we have to send the data for that. Now come to user task, and now if you see here we have used request.body.myTask title. So copy this my task title, okay, and then give the value whatever you want to give. Similarly for this. Okay, so now we can test our endpoint. Okay, you see we are getting this error header name must be a valid HTTP token. So for this, just give one space there. So this is how we use it. Now if you send, okay, now you will see we are getting all these errors. This is because we have missed something in server.js. If you go, for the server to read and understand JSON data, we must use app dot. Okay, we see our server is running. Okay. Now if you try and send the data, okay, so you can see HTTP 201 created. Okay, this is the response code, HTTP response code. Up till this, these are not important. What is more important is this. Okay, ID, it is the auto-generated ID in the mongoDB, this task title, the task description what we gave right now. And if we go now and see the mongoDB atlas, we can actually find these details. We'll, because we are here, and now click on collection. So you can see here user in the user task models, we this one I posted earlier, and this is our current one which I posted just now. Now here if you notice we have user task models as our collection name. This is because in our user task model.js we have used this user task model. If we just change it to user task and save it, and then again make a post request, we'll come back here again, refresh it. Okay, now you will see user task. So this S, don't worry about this. I think MongoDB by itself appends this S at the end of collection. Okay, yeah. So I think now you can understand the significance of this name here. And also to see here we have given this required true. So let's check it. If you don't give this and try to send request. Okay, so it is giving error, validation error, path, task title is required. And this message MSG is what we defined here, MSG. So if we just give it like this, so yeah, it's like, and we can again verify by deleting this and again send. Okay, yeah, here also point to be noted that while sending JSON we don't need to have this comma at the end. Okay, yeah, so you can see it is now working fine. So see here at the end, don't put comma because it will give you error, which it was giving right now. So just remove this error, comma at the end, and it will work fine. Congrats, we have successfully created our first post request. Now we can focus on get request to get all the data from MongoDB database and display it. So for that we will make get request, again the endpoint name, and then our callback function. Here we will again make it async and use try catch, and inside try we can do let, and after that response dot json, and if we get any error, okay, now let's check our endpoint if it is working fine or not. Before that, let's understand in the async function we are using try catch. Inside try we await for the data from the database using user task model dot find, and then in the response.json user task, so that we can see what uh, JSON data we are getting back from the server. So now to test the API, copy this, come to here, put 3 hash here. Now get, and then our URL, copy here, paste it, and get user task. Let's just verify if our endpoint is name is correct. Okay, cool, it is correct. Then just send the request. Okay, you can see we got all the data which was there in our database, all these three. So that means our API is working fine. Congrats again. Let us just add one comment here, getting all. Okay, so this find method, it finds all the documents in the particular collection with this find. Okay, so for this video this much is enough. We learned two operation of CRUD, that is create and then read, or we can say post and get. In the next video we will see how to update and delete our document, a particular document. Let me just put it on GitHub so that you can find it. And yeah, do watch it right now, because we have to put something in git ignore, and that is node module. So first do git init. I have already done that. So you will see these. And now first create .git ignore file. Okay, and put node modules here. Save it. Don't forget to save it. Control S, save it. And then you will see the color has changed. So it says it will not no longer be added to the git. Now we can add it to git add dot. Now we can commit it. Git commit. I will push it to GitHub after I make a repository there. I just wanted to show you that you have to put node modules in git ignore. That's it. So bye bye. This was it for the video. Take care.